Hello, friends on YouTube. It's been a few days since the last time I posted. What I'd like to talk about today is another adventure I've had since I came back from the other side during my near-death experience. And this one is kind of strange, but I'm telling you it happened. And what that was one evening I didn't want to smoke in the house, so I went to go get in my truck. And my niece was murdered in 2015. And when I went to open the door of my truck, I heard a voice, "Uncle Ron." And I turned to look, and there was my niece standing there. Mind you, she looked as real as she did when she was alive. And at first I was kind of shocked. I said, I'm going to use a different name because I don't want to say who it was, but I said, Jen? And she said, "Who'd you expect, Uncle Ron?" And the odd thing is I had no fear. And that really kind of threw me off, because I always thought if I saw a ghost, I'd be terrified. But no, there was no fear. So I looked at Jen and I said, you want to get in the truck and we can talk? She said, yeah, why not? So I turned to get back in the truck and she's already in the passenger seat. So I get in the truck and I was like, "Jessica, how come I'm only just seeing you now?" And she said, "Well, Uncle Ron, you opened your third eye. And this is how it works. If you open your third eye, we can show ourselves to you if we really want to." I said, "Well, that's pretty interesting." Well, we had a 2-hour conversation. And I won't tell you everything she said. But she did say that once you open your third eye, all kinds of amazing things happen. And she told me that in the spirit world, things are a lot different. There's no judgment on the other side. And if you've been in a situation like her life ended, they help you to heal that. And she wanted my family to all know how much she loves them and that she's with them all the time. And that she watches over us now, kind of a protector. But she told me that there's a lot of things people don't understand about the other side, like they have jobs and, they do things over there, watch over their family, and it's a beautiful place. And she said there's no judgment over there. It's almost something that's just too amazing to believe. But she told me how that, they can watch over us and see what we're doing in our life and see where our soul is at any time. They don't leave us, guys. They don't leave us at all. We just think they do. We don't realize that they're still around us, but they are still around us. And it was the most amazing experience I ever had. We had a 2-hour conversation, and she didn't want to talk about what happened to her because it was horrible. And I'm glad that she didn't, to be honest, because I don't think I could have handled it. I didn't handle it very well at the time. But it really made me understand a few things. And one of them is love doesn't die. We think that when they're gone, they're gone. But that's not what I saw. What I saw is that when they're gone, they're watching over you, they're protecting you. Sometimes they're screaming in your ear when you're doing something dumb. But we tend not to listen because, well, we're human and we're stubborn and we're going to make our mistakes. That doesn't mean they ain't screaming in your ear. You might hear your ear ringing, and that's probably them. But we don't really understand what we're hearing at that point, because if your third eye ain't open, you're not going to get it. And as far as opening the third eye, I think everybody should open all their chakras. I used to not believe in these things. I used to not be a very spiritual person. I was religious at one time, but not spiritual. Now I'm the total opposite. I'm very spiritual and not religious at all. Um, I believe we are all so much more than we think we are, and that the most important thing in this life, and this is what I've been told by a few on the other side, the most important thing is open your heart. Open your heart, because love, that's everything. And it's funny because we don't see it over here how important love is. But if you open your heart, miracles begin to happen. And again, like I told you the last time, I love all of you. I don't care what color you are, what sexual orientation you are, I don't care. What I want is for every human to wake up to who they really are. And who you really are is a part of God. We're all a part of God. We are one being split into billions. And you know what? That makes you divine. That makes you something special, something important. And you just got to remember. Remember who you are, because you're an amazing creature. You are angelic. You just forgot. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, but also having a spiritual experience. Wake up to that and become what you're meant to be. Because at the end of the day, once you begin to wake up, you open the doors of possibility that you don't even understand. And it's time people open those doors. You know, there's no reason for you to live in lack. There's no reason to ever live in fear. Like I said in the last video, the worst anyone can do to you is kill you. And guess what? You're still going to exist. You do not die. Your body does, but you're not going to die. So get rid of that fear. What good's it really doing you? And be the loving being that you really are. And stop hating each other over politics and stupid crap that in 100 years, no one's going to care about it anyway. You need to think about that. If no one's going to care in 100 years, it's not that important. So why get all riled up? Why get all hateful? That's not why you're here. You're part of God. You're supposed to love everyone and everything. And yes, there are some people whose ideas are going to not match yours. That's okay. They're on a different path. Let them be on their path. Don't get yourself all worked up over something you have no control over anyway. That's being part of a system that just doesn't work. Look at how the old system has done. Has it done you any good? Probably not. It's time for a new system. It's time for a new way of doing things. And hopefully you can rise above all the crap that people put out there. It's really time. And if you do, you might find miracles begin to happen for you. And, you know, it's the most wonderful thing in the world. Try to love everybody, even with their flaws. Because you know what? You might be the example that one day changes their mind. And how wonderful would that be? You know, I hope that you get something from this and that maybe it'll help you see what I'm talking about. Because that's how we're going to change the world, is show people, hey, be spiritual. Love everybody. And you know what? As we all awaken, we can make a better world. That's the important thing that we've forgotten. That's what we came here to do, is to make the world a better place. So let's do that. I hope you liked the video. And if you want to support the channel, my Cash App is going to be in the description. I'd appreciate any help you could do so that I can keep bringing videos to you, and hopefully you get something out of these videos that might help you. And remember, the truth about manifestation is so simple. Get rid of the fear and open your heart. and good things will come to you. It's a miracle waiting to happen. Just open your heart, get fear out of your life, and things will align to you. It's amazing how it works. I hope you listen to me. There's so much that you can learn by doing this. And as for now, that's the end of this video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I will definitely talk to you again soon. Thank you.